everyone, welcome back to the Christian Professional. On this channel we talk all about entrepreneurship, self-development, and career development through Christ. So if any of that interests you, please go ahead and make sure to subscribe down below. Today we're going to talk about some important life advice nobody tells young women. If you do enjoy this video, please go ahead and make sure to like, comment, and also after you subscribe, turn notifications on so you do not miss any of my uploads. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, you guys, the first one might come as a surprise, but that is to compliment other women. Get into a habit of when you see someone and you see what they look like, or you appreciate a woman's shirt or whatever she's doing, just compliment her. If you're like, oh my god, I love her hair, don't just internalize it and say, oh, my hair is not as pretty. Go compliment her and be like, oh my god, I really love your hair. I'm telling you, that will really boost your confidence, because you get to a point where you're like, you know what, I am good with myself. And even if you're not yet, right, it still helps you get to that point where you're like, I'm good with myself enough that if I see someone that has something that I don't necessarily have, I'm still gonna go and compliment them and celebrate them for that, because I'm sure that person is looking at something that you have that they do not have. And I think that when you are a young woman, comparison is the biggest thief of your joy. Even honestly, that never goes away. If you literally learn to stop comparing yourself to other people, wow, you will be a stand-up woman. This is something that I actually started to do I don't know how long ago, but I did start to do that a long time ago, and it really does help. When you can see something and compliment somebody else and not think about it as, oh, I don't have this, you just feel so much more empowered, right? And then you start to see things on you, about you, that you're like, wow, this is really cool of me, and you start celebrating yourself for those things. I think it's important to get to a point where you realize that not everyone was given the same looks, the same talents, but that's the beauty of it. We all have something to bring to the table. So once you focus on those things, you're gonna be so much more confident, girl. So I would definitely recommend to start complimenting other women now. To stop, or don't, I'm gonna say stop. Do not surround your life around a man and getting married one day and having family one day. All those are great things that a lot of us women want, but it's not what we should frame our lives around. You know how you say, oh, you should go to college, and then right after I have to have baby, and I have to get married because I have a clock and all these things. I understand that as a real thing, and if you want a family, you should plan for it and everything like that. But I think it does something to your mindset when everything that you plan in your life is around becoming a wife and becoming a mom one day. What we should be planning our lives around is being children of Christ, because as a child of God, I do have to look at myself as the bride of Christ. So I do in turn learn all the qualities of being a wife, the qualities of being a mom, the qualities of being a big sister, all these other things through my walk with Christ, right? And if you start surrounding your life around Christ, surrounding your decisions and the people that you talk to, the way you walk, the way you talk around Christ, you'll see that automatically you'll be preparing yourself for every other thing that you need to do in life. And I think that the mistake there is when we only focus on our marital lives and our mom lives, we miss out on so many other things that we could have framed our lives around, because we were so focused on just two aspects of this huge life that we have to live. There's so much life to live, so if you seek God first about your purpose, and you surround your life around him and what he has in store for you, you will see that he will prepare you for every other thing that you're going to face in life. This next thing is something that I try to tell every woman when I hear them say it, and that is to stop saying sorry. I have a whole video about this, so if you want to know, I'll have it linked up above and also in the description box. But you guys, us women say sorry so much, and we don't even understand why we're saying it. I really think that it can really boost your confidence if you learn to not be apologetic all the time. I'm not saying that you should be hard to work with or you should be stubborn. I'm saying that you should choose wisely when to say sorry, because it'll mean that much more when you actually do say it. I think a lot of us say sorry to fill a void, or avoid being uncomfortable, or because you just assume that a situation was your fault, or you think that it's gonna make the situation better if you say sorry. There are so many other words in the English dictionary that we can use to express ourselves, and sorry usually is not even the right term to use when we use sorry. I started implementing this later. This is during my work life that I realized that I say sorry way too many times, and I need to stop saying sorry. And it's funny because when I started actually doing that, a lot of people started telling me at work that I was very confident, and I came like I knew what I was talking about. And it's not because I was like mean, it's just because I only said sorry when I meant to say sorry, right? And I think that this can be helpful in any aspect of life, not even just work. It just really helps you to believe in yourself more and know that when you say something, you mean it. You know, you don't always have to be sorry for what you say. If you just take the time to, you know, articulate your sentences and your words correctly, and also your actions, you do not have to say sorry as much. And yeah, it's just not necessary. Not all of our friends are going to be friends forever. You know, you meet your friends in middle school, high school, even college, and we think that they're going to be like our best friends forever. But the thing that we need to realize is that everybody grows up, and some people grow up and out, some people grow up and down, right? And some people grow up and are toxic and all these things. Like, we need to realize and just remember that like the people that you are friends with right now might not always be there forever, and that's okay. Everything comes in a season. You might be in somebody's life to bless them, they might be in your life to bless them. You might have walked into their life when you weren't supposed to. So if somebody does leave your life, just allow God to help you to, you know, to work through that, and also ask him to bring good quality loyal friends into your life. Let that man go. He is slowing you down and he is stumping your growth, and you cannot fix him. That was really long, but I need to say all that, okay? Most of us have a story of some relationship that they had, or a man that was in their lives for a very long time, from like maybe like high school, middle school, college, right? And you knew that they were not supposed to be in your life, but you kept holding on to them because you saw potential, or because you felt like they needed you to get through something. It's a really bad place to be at, because no person, no man and no woman should need another man. The only thing that we need to survive and to do well on this earth is Jesus Christ and the love of God. Everything else is an addition. Like, we don't need, like, there's a difference between like wanting and benefiting from, and complementing as another thing of like literally not being able to survive unless you need another human being. That is not healthy. That is very toxic. So let him go. He's slowing you down and you cannot fix him. Date yourself. Oh my god, this is something that I wish I learned earlier. Like, I'm trying to do that now, but dating yourself is so important. Like, you don't necessarily have to go with a friend to anything. My friend Stephanie, she is so good with this. Like, shout out to her. Check out her channel. It's called His Glow. I'll link it down below. But she is so good at dating herself and like spending time with herself. I would recommend any young woman to start to date themselves at a young age, because you start getting to know what you like, what you don't like, and you don't need to wait for somebody to take you out for you to experience life. Now, like, you have to live your life. So I definitely say, if you like to go bike riding, go bike riding. If you like to go on nice dates, take yourself on a nice date and sit down and have a nice dinner, whatever that means to you. Spend more time with yourself so you can find out how dope you really are. Start being more disciplined now. This whole idea of like, oh yeah, when I grow up this is gonna happen, is so fake. Like, you have to start now. If you want to be a certain person when you grow up, it doesn't matter what job that you have, it doesn't matter how much money you're making, it doesn't matter how many responsibilities you have. If you have not developed some kind of discipline to be that person, you ain't gonna be that person. And I learned this the hard way, okay? So I definitely recommend, like, whatever you want to be, start being that person now, and that requires discipline. And actually, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos about productivity on my channel. So if that interests you, please make sure to subscribe and put your notifications on, because I got some heat coming, okay? Yeah, I was actually going to wait to talk about this later, but since you are loyal and you watch my video until the end, yes, I'm going to be pushing out a lot more content based on productivity and being disciplined and being organized. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. Like, I'm basically going to be taking you guys along with me with what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to get more disciplined and the goals I have, and making sure that I am putting my best foot forward to get there. And that is just through simple discipline and organization. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give me a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.